Here's how I used a reproduction of Rembrandt's Night Watch to create my biggest ever 3D commissioned upcycle for Sega and 2Point Studios. I wanted to have a giant unicorn coming out of the painting, and I knew that was going to be pretty difficult, so I wanted to start there. So after getting the template drawn and the basic shape created with some spray foam, I covered one side of it entirely in clay, and then I realized it wasn't really going to sit flat against the frame, so I kind of needed to do the same on the other side. After adding more foam, clay, and an emptied out half tennis ball to the back of the unicorn's head, I was happy with the skull, so I moved on to painting the characters that would be interacting with the subjects in the background. Once the 2D characters were finished, I got started on adding two 3D thieves to the outside of the frame. I kind of wanted it to look like, even though they were a part of the artwork, they're also kind of trying to steal it. Now it was time to attach the dino head to the frame and figure out how to make the neck bones look like they were coming from inside the painting. I used some empty paper towel rolls and foam as the structure, and after covering each with clay, I attached them all together with some wire. I thought marshmallows would have actually made the perfect structure for the neck bones, but I couldn't figure out a way to keep them from disintegrating, and I probably would have eaten them all anyways. A few of the neck vertebrae actually had spikes that needed to be attached, so once I finished those, all the sculpted elements of this piece were ready to go. So now it was time to paint them. I added a layer of gesso, and after that was dry, I started painting with actual color. And at one point, the head of my brush fell off. You can see it looks like I'm painting with my hands, but it's really just because I'm just holding the head of the brush without a handle. So there's the before, and here's the after. Thanks so much Sega and 2Point for commissioning this painting to celebrate the release of their latest 2Point Art Museum DLC, Artifacts. Available now. If you haven't played the 2Point Museum and you want to, it's available to play for free on Steam and Xbox until the 22nd of June. And to celebrate the studio turning 10, there are massive discounts across all of their games and DLCs, so go check it out.